In this video, I'm going to show you a new key levels indicator that gives super accurate breakout signals. To add this indicator to your chart, you'll need to head over to TradingView and pick any trading instrument you like on any time frame. Personally, I'm going to use the 50-minute chart for GBP JPY. Once you've got your chart set up, click on the indicators button and type in the name of this tool, which is called Higher Time Frame High and Low. You'll see it pop up. It's this one by Chart Prime. The Higher Time Frame High and Low indicator by Chart Prime is a tool that helps improve your trading by making important price levels from higher time frames onto your current chart. Speaking of Chart Prime, let me tell you something about it. In the fast-paced world of trading, precision and timely insights are crucial. Chart Prime offers an advanced toolkit that integrates seamlessly with your TradingView charts, providing a real-time patterns detection, accurate buy and sell signals, and smart money concepts to keep you ahead of market shifts. With features like dynamic support and resistance zones, liquidity zone analysis, and cutting-edge oscillators, Chart Prime empowers traders to make informed decisions with confidence. Join a community of successful traders and elevate your trading experience. All you need to do is to click the link above here or down in the description today to start your 7-day risk-free trial plus more. Chart Prime, where precision meets profit. Now let's break down what this indicator does. At the top, you'll see a red line. That's the high level. It represents the highest point of a single candle from whatever higher time frame you're using. By default, the indicator is set to the daily time frame, so this red line shows the high of the daily candle. Now, what about the green line at the bottom? That's the opposite. It's the low level, marking the lowest point of the daily candle. There's also a dotted line in the middle, which shows the average price, basically the midpoint of the daily candle. Once the indicator plots these higher time frame levels, the space between them gets filled with a gradient that shifts from green to red. This shaded area represents a high and low of the higher time frame candle. If a candle breaks and closes above the upper level, it will turn green to signal a breakout. On the flip side, if the candle breaks and closes below the lower level, it will turn red to show a downside breakout. You'll also notice labels popping up: high break for breakouts above and low break for breakouts below. These red and green squares make support and resistance levels. They appear when the current time frame's high or low interacts with the higher time frame levels. Now let's talk about how to use this indicator for trading. Let's check how customizable it is. Double-click on the indicator to open the settings. Under the Inputs tab, you'll see an option called Extension to the right of High and Low. This lets you extend the high and low lines into the future for better visibility. For example, setting it to 30 will extend the lines 30 candles ahead. Next, there's the time frame setting. This lets you choose which higher time frame to pull the high and low levels from. By default, it's set to daily time frame, as I've told you before. But since I'm using the 15-minute chart for GBP JPY, I think the 4-hour time frame works better. If you're using a different time frame, especially something shorter than 15 minutes, you'll need to test it out to see what works best for you. Generally, the lower the time frame you pick, the more signals you get. If you want stronger but fewer signals, go with a higher time frame. There's also a period separator option. This adds vertical lines to the chart to make specific periods. For example, if you're using the 4-hour time frame, it will show where each 4-hour period starts and ends. But honestly, I don't need that, so I'll keep it turned off. The Show Trend option lets you toggle trend visualization on or off, which changes bar colors and styles based on breakouts. I'm not using this for trend analysis, so I'll disable that too. The Show Breakout Labels option, though, is useful. It adds labels for breakouts, so I'll keep that enabled. Under the Style tab, you can tweak how the indicator looks. Things like the high and low lines, support and resistance signals, bar colors, and more. Once you're done, click OK. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, how do I actually use this strategy to trade? Well, there are a few ways. The first is to use it as a support and resistance tool. For example, if you see a higher time frame high level, marked by a red line of course, you'd wait for the price to approach that level and bounce off it, turning it into a resistance. Once the bounce happens, look for signs of a bearish continuation and take your trade. For long trades, you'd wait for the price to bounce off a higher time frame low level. Once it does, look for signs of upward momentum and enter your trade. Of course, you'll want to make sure you're trading in the direction of the overall trend. And if you're wondering how to figure out the trend, don't worry. We'll add the trend indicator in just a bit and build a strategy using both tools. Another way to trade with this indicator is pretty straightforward. For a long trade, wait for a higher time frame high level to form. Then wait for a candle to break and close above it. After the breakout, look for a retest of that level, and then enter your trade. For a short trade, simply do the opposite. Wait for a break and close below a higher time frame low level, then enter after the retest. As I've mentioned before, trend is crucial for this strategy, so the next step is to add a trend indicator. This will help filter out false signals, especially when the market is choppy and consolidating. But before doing that, I want to introduce you to my trading family at Bybit.
Welcome aboard our crypto arc where dreams meet freedom. Join us on this journey as we empower crypto believers with knowledge and tools to achieve their goals. And guess what? We're just getting started in this world of endless possibilities. Click the link below to join us now. Enjoy 0 fees on spot trading for the first 30 days and a chance to win up to 30,000 USDT in deposit rewards. Join Bybit today and ride the wave of crypto success.
Alright, back to the second indicator. Open the indicator search tab so we can add a trend indicator. Type in trend strength and select the one called Trend Strength Signals by Algo Alpha. Big shout out to them. Double click on the trend strength indicator and under the inputs tab, change the period to 34. I'll do the same here. Then I'll tone down the brightness of the up and down colors, switching to a standard blue for bullish and red for bearish. Once that's done, click OK. This trend indicator is unique. It identifies trends using a gray trend cloud. The cloud shifts between darker and lighter shades of gray. The lighter the shade, the stronger the trend. For example, this area here is almost white, meaning the trend is super strong. Another way to gauge trend strength is by looking at the trend strength gauge on the right. It has a small arrow that turns green for bullish trends and red for bearish ones. The higher the arrow, the stronger the trend. Right now, the arrow is way above the bar, indicating an extremely strong trend. But if we scroll back to a weaker area, you'll see the arrow near the middle, signaling a much weaker trend. So how do we combine this with our other indicator to create a strategy? Let me show you with an example. For a long trade, here's what we need. First, the price should be in a bullish trend. To confirm this, the candles should be trading above the gray trend cloud. Second, we need a higher time frame high level to form within the bullish trend. You'll see this as a red horizontal line on the chart. Third, wait for the price to break and close above this level. This breakout increases the odds of the price moving higher. Finally, during the breakout, make sure the trend is strong by checking the trend gauge. The arrow should be as high as possible, not in the middle or low. If it's high, the trend is strong enough to take a trade. For the stop loss, you can place it at the center line, or the white dotted line, or below the most recent swing low. It depends on your risk tolerance. The take profit can be 1.5 to 3 times your risk. I'll go with 1.5 times. If we let the trade play out, you'll see it was profitable. For a short trade, we'll do the opposite. First, confirm the market is in a bearish trend by checking the candles are below the gray trend cloud. Second, look for a higher time frame low level to form. Third, wait for a candle to break and close below this level. Finally, ensure the trend is strong by checking the trend gauge. The arrow should be high. Place your stop loss above the most recent swing high and set your take profit at 1.5 times the risk. Let the trade run, and you'll see it was profitable as well. And that's the strategy. Keep in mind, this is just an example to show how you can use the higher time frame high and low indicator. It doesn't mean every trade will win. The goal of this video is to introduce you to this tool and show how it can plot higher time frame levels, like highs, lows, and averages, onto your current chart. Try incorporating it into your existing strategy, tweak it to fit your style, and if you find ways to improve it, let us know in the comments below. And if you're looking for a solid strategy or a way to fully automate it into a bot with alerts so it does job for you while you are away and not at your system or desk or desktop or whatever it is, looking at the charts, just make sure to check the recommended videos on your screens, and believe me, you won't regret it. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.